Hi guys, me Misha again. Um, let's continue our crusade. I'm on the mission to watch through all the list. Alright. Visa. Break. It's official break. That thing hasn't been in a single correction ever since going public in 2008. Can you freaking believe it? Yeah, but it was the wrong time to go public, wasn't it? However, damn, look at this thing. So yeah, that's now our test level. Very unreliable. Oops. Because when it comes there, or if it comes there, it's like... And also, we don't have a level to break, so... But considering the circumstance, look at this rally. Ay. Ever since here, yeah, I was pretty much... The spread, though, it doesn't... Volumes match, but we do like wave volume bar analysis. So I'm sorry, Visa, but there's absolutely no level. It just goes higher. Visa has absolutely no limits. So it's officially in correction on monthly. I'm sorry. So no continuation of the trend for Visa. I'm getting a little bit cold. What's going on, Misha? Yeah, look at all this. And it's officially in correction, so this doesn't make any sense anymore. So, yeah. This guy, this 0.5 does not belong here. Sorry. Nothing personal. This is a balance. Whichever way you see it, it's a balance. We actually don't look at it like this. And inside of the range, outside of the range, and an impulse, in the neutral zone of the impulse, that will be viable. In the neutral zone of the range, however, yeah. So wow, what happened? What just happened? That's a range. Jets. That's a continuation of the trend. No, still good in continuation of the trend. I'm telling you, like, United States market is so diversified and so big. I'm curious to see. I'm very careful with my words because I know crisis is always like a very depressive time for a lot of people, including myself if I still stay in the trades. I'm just curious to see if there's any stocks growing in the midst of the crisis. There should be. Yeah, that's what it is for now. That's what it is. So yeah, no continuation of the trend, my friend. And day contradicts the month, so it's even like makes sense to start charging it like this. And now of course it's gonna like twist and curl, and it doesn't matter because on the monthly we needed to come to the levels. So Dudoosh. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's rather something like that. Yeah. Looks like it's gonna break. You never know though. You never know though. Volume distribution is not right. ET correction. T-Mobile just goes higher. Just doesn't care about nothing. You can call it a sign of strength. If this ends up in 0.5, I'm not going to be like much surprised. You know what I mean? Correction. You see? Beautiful 0.5. Oh, beautiful 0.5. So it's a break. This is sign of strength, which is, well, not really. This is but if and when, or if rather, we'll have another bar. So like 1 year after, if the next bar level is going to be less, we would be able to call this sign of strength as well. For now, just continuation of the trend, correction on on the year. I'm not sure what I was looking for on monthly. Interesting. Oh, Russian stock. That's why. That's how it reacted in 2008 crisis. Well, it's continuation of the trend. Dudoosh. Yeah. Beautiful 0.5 on volume T1, and then boom. It's not the biggest volume, be aware. But it's now broke the level, so it's good to go. I'm sorry. You don't belong to the year, yeah. It's good to go. And change direction on daily. Yeah. Nvidia, look at this guy. Does it pay dividend? It does. This is a weird situation. 1 to 169. Yeah, this volume is bigger. Then it's okay then. Yeah, so still sign of strength. Continuation of the trend. Correction on monthly. very weak breaks. It even couldn't go. Can be an accident. Can't even go above, and there is no volume in the middle. Extremely weak. Yeah, don't even want to have it on my daily watch, maybe. Like, extremely weak. Look how this volume. Exhaustion volume. Exhaustion volume. Exhaustion volume. Look at this beauty. Yeah, when it comes to 0.5, maybe. Let's keep it on monthly watch, it's not far away. Novatech. Weird. What did I do with it? With this volume in our face? There's so many like stocks, Russian stocks that are blooming right now. Why should I spend my time on a stock that looks gross? Look at this. Aeroflot. Russian almost. Like Russian Boeing. No. Russian American Airlines. Well, you know what, Russian American Airlines? Yeah, you look weird. BBY. Best Buy. What a wordplay. Not word, but phonetic. Well, yeah, so this level ceased to exist when this bar overlapped it, so it just died. 0.5 is still there. Let's keep it in the monthly watch. Chevron. Continuous correction. Yeah, mismatch of months and year. It's correction on the year, but it shows like so actually I should have done it here so long ago. So that's what it is. That's what you are. Now I know. Am I going crazy? You, Chevron, can't lie to me. I know who you are. Yeah, it goes up and down and moving all around just because it's a correction. It's a correction. So why would I even have it on my watch list? Like, I don't need it here. I don't need it here. So yeah, that's how correction goes. Jerky, up and down, undefined volumes. Undefined? No. What's the word I was looking for? Unidentifiable? No, it's not the word. The volumes that don't mean nothing, anything. They just go up and down, but they don't mean anything. I like double negatives, god damn it. That's actually good for short. 1, 2, 1, 2, probably. Still low, higher highs, lower low, high lower lows. Higher highs, higher lows. T1 level. Oof, what I'm looking for, what I'm looking at. Ice, baby. Ice, baby. How did I decide it was a test? $832 in a billion. It wasn't a test. Sorry. No, I don't need it. Intercontinental exchange. What is that? Market infrastructure, data service and techno. Okay. Mortgage. Fixed income. Money. Finance. Merck company. Okay. So corrected levels. Wait, what? Was it an ICQ sound that just came out of my computer? Huh? That's confusing. Where did that come from? Anyone knows? So I'm genuinely confused right now. And scared for the integrity of my computer. I hope it came from outside. My window was open, but it's like, no, it came from my computer. I actually should take a look at what's going on. So it's correction now, so I mean, totally makes sense why it goes to 0.5. This is our yeah, I think it comes from my computer. Do you guys hear it? What the heck is going on? Let me check it real quick. I'm confused. I'm like genuinely confused. What are the sounds and where do they come from? Wow. Okay. I hope I'm not hacked by some ICQ lovers or something. Oh, is it? Oh. Oh, random J! No way, man! Ay. No setup at the moment, but this dip, I might want to break out the bag of chips of you. Hey man, let me take a look. Oh my gosh. Haven't seen you for ages. Let me take a look at the AMD. Okay, I don't want to break my sequence here. AMD. Yeah, I don't trade them, right? They don't pay dividends. You know, I'm greedy. I need to receive dividends. So on yearly, you see I start implementing annual charts. So now it makes sense. It's not ICQ. Gosh, it's messaging within TradingView. So yeah, this volume is a bit concerning, but it might be okay because it's like changed so much ever since through these times. Like look, volume went from like 0 to hero, but this looks like climatic volume a little bit. Scary. Oh, and it just upthrusted the T1. So it's okay to correct to 0.5 because it's counter trend. It's a correction right now. So that's where correction began. That's transition extremum. And then it went down. Sorry, went down and then down. Oh, you want to buy it? What do you want to do with it? At the moment, but this dip might want to break out the bag of chips. Have your ear has been well to you. Lol. The message was, yeah, man, you scared me. Like this sounded like ICQ. If you remember that, like, did like you have ICQ in the United States, right? Because that like dates to like where I was back in Russia. and I haven't heard this sound for like centuries. And I was like, what's going on with my computer? But anywho, look, it's counter trend you're trying to do right now, because on annual, it's an upward trend. It's a T1 level, and it just up thrusted without volume though, unvolumed up thrust. So probably just like a correction to 0.5, and from here, you can expect it to resume. So I would watch closely, like somewhere around here. For now though, it's below this like sign of strength. You see this like last buyer came in here, and we're already below it. We stepped in below it. So I wouldn't touch it. Like technically you can pick it up for something short, for like swing trade on hourly, or even day trade in 5 minutes, but not on daily. And see like the volume distribution here. Here's the entire wave. That's how the correction went, right? So it went like from here, then up here, and like this last stretch, this last impulse, this last wave in the monthly range, the volume distribution is not right. It doesn't look like climatic. There is a little splash here, but we have like bigger volume in our face. This is partially tested, no, untested practically. I mean partially. So like we have like a bunch of volume in our face. This volume under 100. So yeah, as of now, like this entire wave, the volume distribution is not right. The volume distribution is short, because if this volume was here, then I would have said like, yeah, go for it. But since like the bigger volume is in our way, and also here, almost untested, like you see like the volume, and it was tested a little bit, and then boom, a bigger volume came in, and kind of a powerful approach. So I wouldn't trust like this level at all. But when you're saying 100, yeah. If it comes to it, so like that's where like at 0.5 I would have expected it to like bounce a little bit at least, if not to end the correction, and resume. So its main direction on year is up. It's just like in a little correction with unvolumed up thrust again. And this again is a little concerning. Let's see what happened in 22. What happened there in 22? Where's this volume? Yeah, the 22 volume is kind of like short. That was a correction. Yeah, also here. We're above this volume. Yeah, actually, if it bounces from this, here's the volume. If it bounces from here, it's not like what I do. We call it Roman trading right now. I'm bringing my trading coaches trading method to United States. We're gonna be training soon. But yeah, so like anywhere around here, if it gives you a good entry point, I would have considered. Even though technically, like I wouldn't trade from this 0.5 within my method, because it didn't break the T1 on year. So like I would be very careful about that. But yeah, generally speaking, like what you're saying, like around 100 sounds like a good plan. Looks like you improved your entry points a lot. But it needs to stop. It needs to stop falling. For now, it's going down, and then you see this like bearish volume. So this is what is called initiative takeover. So there was this last buyer here. You see like boom, and then it kind of dragged up a little bit more, like with inertia, and then reversed with smaller volume, and then boom, 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 and then the seller came in, and now the price like tested the seller, and boom, goes down again. So yeah, not now, but in general, here might be all right. Okay. Let me get back to my. I have all this list. Can you believe, Jay? I have like all this list to like work through, because year closed and also months closed. So I'm working on my lists right now. I'm so glad to see you, and Happy New Year's. It's been like forever. So Merck, it gives like a good climatic volume here, like the biggest volume of this entire correction. But my problem with it is that it is a little bit too soon. We want to hit this 0.5. Very close though. Very close. Yeah, no, bro. It's a huge list, but what can you do? I mean, I wanna shorten my list to maybe like 50 stocks, only like maybe like 50 billion market cap plus 2.5 dividends um yield, 2.5 annual. Gosh, my English is failing me, but you get it. 2.5 yield. What's going on here? Yeah, I wanted to see where this volume is. This volume is here. Those are still the weird volumes I can't kind of decipher. But anyhow, I don't need it on my list now. It goes down. MTS, Russian Verizon. Yeah, also weird. I don't think I need it. I don't need it on my list at all. Nike continuous correction, like way deeper than 0.5 now. But maybe Climax also. Look at this volume. So yeah. Wait, why am I not? Yeah. Huh. And this would be the yeah. So this you see, like, unlike AMD, it's already below 0.5. So it corrected. It's okay when it goes below 0.5 because 0.5 is like the average of 618 and 382. So you see, it's just like smaller correction, like deeper correction. But this thing already corrected and climax. You see exhaustion volume right here. So if it comes here, springs it, I'd believe more in it, you know what I mean? Yet need to go there. Yeah, I just sold everything. My goal was to hit 2K and I did it just before Christmas, taking a break and getting ready to read. Wave the Turtle, yeah, here you go. So I didn't want new information to interfere with some current setups I found. Wave the Turtle is the book, man. You'll love it. And good for you, you closed all your positions. I'm stuck. I'm all in positions right now. A little bit of a gamble. I don't know. Maybe got a little. What's is it the word? Hold on, let me see. Reckless. I want to see responsible in some. Yeah, reckless. Got a little reckless towards the end of the year, so like now a little bit stuck on the American market. But yeah, hopefully it will break me, let me out into money before we'll go into full-scale correction, because a lot of things in the American market look like we are set up for correction right now. So yeah, I'm a little bit dizzy about that. That was a balance. Yeah, I don't know what to tell. It needs a local extremum. But yeah, Jay, I'm glad to hear from you. I'm still kind of like, it's a bummer that TradingView cut off their streaming service. That was good. But I might actually consider going to Discord, as you've advised, because we want to build a closed community of traders with this Roman trading that I'm bringing to American market. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. So this guy, yeah, if this goes, yeah, no, Seligdar. And again, I mean, I don't need any of that in my life. I have like so many Russian stocks I can work with. So volume like this above me is something I don't need. Um, it's hard to call it a balance, even though it's kind of is 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that needs a local extremum. That's a break. 1 bar rule. Oof. So we're back all the way to actually this is the volume, and this is not good. This is not good. It's kind of a sign of strength for us because it's the biggest volume. It's the biggest bullish bar uh, of the wave, and that's how a wave ends normally. Semiconductors, so they've been turbulent recently. They're very political. Yeah. No, this is not good. I don't need it in my life. I'm trying to clean up, Jay. You mentioned you were doing a class soon, like teaching or attending. No, I'm not going to be teaching, but I'm bringing my trading coach I've studied from um, to American market. He doesn't speak English, so it's going to be like in recording. I'll take his class and translate it to proper English and voiceover. And yeah, so we'll be having a closed community where we share, like where people who already like done the education can continue growing. But yeah, it's still in the works though. It's still to happen. I don't think it's gonna. So I think I'll spend like 2025 like properly translating and adopting all the materials. It's kind of like Wyckoff, like Richard Wyckoff descendants. Volume spread and it's wave volume bar analysis. So it's like VSA meets like wave analysis. It's an interesting mixture. That's what I do actually. So yeah. But I don't think that anything is going to be available not till like the end of 2025 or realistically beginning of 26. So that's the horizon. Um, this is weird. I'm trying to get out of it. I think I'll just let it go. Yeah, man. Like I'll keep you posted. I'm trying to like figure out because we like in Russian we have our closed communication channel in Telegram because of how good it is and like handy and it's like super popular back home. But here Telegram is not big, so I'm thinking about the communication messenger where I'll be able to develop like and cultivate this community. Um, and I don't think like Slack or anything else is a good decision. So that's why this charting doesn't make sense because we're in correction. We're in deep correction right now. So that's why, even though it doesn't break, it's just should cut off these levels and see it like this, and then it went lower. So that's the level right now. So because otherwise the direction of monthly wave contradicts to like year, and it can't be. We're in correction, specifically with this volume too. Look at this volume. So yeah, I might be asking a word of wisdom from you, Jason, on Discord and all of that. I need a good communication channel where we can both do like open communication because there's like two channels. One is open for the audience to kind of get familiarized with what Roman trading it is and how it goes. And we need a second one, which will be closed communication channel for people who already graduated from the school. So, boom. Oh, AI. Okay. Is it another hype like VR? One way or another, this wasn't one bar rule. It's a correction. It's this right now. That was a one bar rule. But this was legit level, so I don't need it. And the 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, I just don't need it. It's continuation of the trend. It's okay in continuation of the trend. When you say wave analysis, you're referring to like 105 in the direction of trend. No, what you're referring to is Elliott waves. We don't count those. There is a discipline. There's like people who count waves, and I know one like hardcore trader, back in Russia. I mean, she does all the market, but she originates from Russia. Like she is like wave pro. She counts waves. Yeah, and there's like a whole like wave analysis. Is this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thing? It's a discipline by itself. Like people spend their lives studying that. But we do very like simplified wave analysis, meaning like seeing how the wave develops, how the trend, because like there is like impulse and correction, and series of impulses and corrections forms the wave. So it's very similar to Elliott wave. It's just they are very nerdy about like the count. Like we don't count waves at all. It doesn't matter how many impulses it did and how many phases it's gone through. It doesn't matter. We just use like simple stuff like 0.5, which is like cumulative reflection of like 0.3 whatever it is, 0.6 whatever it is. Understanding that basically like wave has an impulse and then like 0.5 correction, or golden dissection it's also called. So yeah, that direction, but we don't count waves. It's just I don't really understand the use of it. There is some use because like there is like we do have it too, because like we understand that wave has a beginning and then it has like acceleration and then it has slow down. So it's the same 1, 3, 5. So like they also call it like the smart money, and then correction, and then market participation, and then correction, and then retailers. That's what they call in some other disciplines. So there's other ways to call it, but yeah, we basically observe how wave and impulse develops, whether it's like the beginning of the wave, and then like if there is any reasons to anticipate acceleration of the wave or then slow down of the wave, but we are not like counting them, because it can be double wave, and it can be like 2 accelerations in a row or 3 accelerations in a row or whatever accelerations in a row. So I don't think it's reliable because a general observation of this 5 count of the wave is a good direction to go. It has like I understand the logic behind it. However, the practical implication for the type of trading that I do is very limited. It may be like more useful for like investors with like longer horizons, I'd say. I don't know. It's no use for me at this point of my career, if I am to call it that. Up thrust, like volume to up thrust. It's like pretty large volume. And it's all here. So yeah, the thing looks like it wants to go down. It can bounce from 0.5 though and go up. gonna... This doesn't make sense. It's Bank of America. I was about to say probably it's some penny stock. No, but it's bank. It's what happens to Bank of America in 2008 in the mortgage crisis. Were they the part of it? Well, they were solid, I think. Or at least based, like, all my knowledge about 2008 comes from Big Short. um, but I remember in the movie, I think they were solid. Weren't they buying, like, some other banks that were, like, sinking? Forced by SEC to save them, to give them liquidity. I think that's what happened. Anyhow, this is no use for me one way or another. We can call it like a long impulse. Yeah. Yeah, weird. Don't know what to do with it. Yes, yes. I wouldn't call him professor. He's a trader. I have a major degree in finance, but my study of the market comes from one like very experienced trader. He's been in the market for like over a decade now with his system, and he's been like teaching for quite some time now. But yeah. Everything I know. Well, no, like before that, I studied some basics um, while in college, but like I wouldn't count that. Um, but yeah, like I got some basic knowledge about Elliott waves and Bollinger Bands and all this like general, common, popular uh, like stock market ideas, principles, and they're useful to a degree. It's just mm, the thing is you need a very specific system, set of rules that you use for your trading that you keep up with and do not violate, do not deviate from. I think that's the only way to make money on the market, because like this fundamental knowledge of the market is very useful. I mean, yeah, it's very useful for like common sense and I don't know, general comprehension of the market. However, when you trade, you just need a very specific set of rules mm, that you use to trade. That's it. Hold on, I'm freaking out. What's going on here? Yeah, it's like no, I wouldn't risk it. I would wait it like to come here. Um, and it can be simple as you want it to be, or as complex as you want it to be, but that can be like a set of rules. Yeah, those instruments used on the market, like yeah, Fibonacci is like wave analysis, EMA. Like I don't really like EMA. Those are like derivatives, like from statistical analysis, so like exponential moving average. Well, great, it sounds cool, but first of all, what do you do with it? And even if you know what you're gonna do with it, how do you understand it? So what, like, why? So, say I can tell you, per se, um, take a May 21 and buy a hammer that is closed below EMA 21 and sell inverse hammer that is closed above EMA 21. So very simple strategy, and like people can make it work. And I've heard from experienced traders, that like give me any kind of rules, give me any system, and I'll make it work. And I believe him. Like if the system is not does not contradict common sense, like the simplest system can make you profit if you don't violate the rules and you keep up with it. It's just the question of how efficient it is, or maybe you can make money with another system. My thing is, though, I need more complex and fundamental understanding of the market so that I feel I can develop myself, I can move forward, I can sleep well, because I know like the fundamental principle of this system is based on 3 laws of the market that I studied in my college when I was earning my degree in finance. The law of demand and supply, supply and demand, the law of cause and effect, and law of effort and result. And it totally makes sense. So this system for me has both like fundamental knowledge and practical, application of it. So like very specific set of rules that helps me to trade. uh, Whereas like Elliott waves count. Okay, cool, but how does it help you? Simplify my, but where people are selling, sell where people, yeah, you can say that. It's just like, don't get carried away by this like simplified knowledge. So yeah, like basically it's like the easiest way to explain the market. Buy low, sell high. Almost everyone will tell you that. The question is though, how do you know when it's high, or how do you know when it's low? It's very empirical, and there is like double ceilings and double bottoms, and there is no virtually no limit where market cannot go both in its highs and in its lows. But yeah, like overly simplifying, that's every system of trading you'll find on the market will be about selling high and buying low. And also like system of course helps not to get carried away by the panic where people sell, and greed when people buy. So that's very helpful too. Like right now I survived the bottom on the Russian market, and no matter how much training you have, it's like very scary in the moment. And the only thing you hold on to, the only thing that will keep you like buying when the market is at the bottom, is your system, because that's something you can rely on when all the newspapers and everything and smart money develop this like negative environment in the media, like everything collapsing, we're all going to hell, so that to shake off weak hands. And it's very easy. That's why I don't read the news. Because it's so easy to be carried away by this like propaganda in the media, these narratives developed by the smart money. So it's only your system that keeps you afloat. And I do believe it should be like one and only one system that you use, because like combining them never helps. Well, actually this level was not right? Because, oh, yeah, okay, that's also doable. It's also doable. It's a transition extremum. So it's okay to shop around and choose your system for like as long as you need, and find something that relates to you the most. Like the system that I was studying before this one was like yeah, look for volume support and the lows and so at high or last trend. Yeah. That's the idea. That's exactly what I'm charting. Those are like support resistance. Just find the level where market participants' interests are. Keep on working. Just my suggestion is, once you find your like bliss, something that you really like relate to and comfortable working with it, stick with it and don't add anything like on the top of that. Just like go deeper in understanding and practical application of what you've learned, because people like tend to like hop around and never really like stick to any like of the system. I think that's the most toxic thing you can do to yourself. So once you like found your system, stick to it. 981 553. Okay, so it's a break, and it's a 1 bar rule too. Because the media environment is such that they're going to be always like this new trading system around the block, and new super, because that's how marketing works, that's how they position themselves. So there's always going to be something better, newer on the market than what you have, just because that's how they sell. So yeah, once you found your bliss, just go with it and enjoy it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We're in correction now, so this whole charting doesn't make sense anymore. And that's why I was asking about the wave analysis. I never really looked. Um, it's interesting and it's pretty remarkable what these guys can do. I saw, it takes also like it takes years, like this 10,000 hours, them 10,000 hours to really like. I saw like real professionals. The problem with them for me, that one specific professional I'm talking about, she is like a shark, and 90% of the case she's right. However, like her point of entry and like exit strategy is very loose. So I'm not Warren Buffett, so like she's like, so like the entry point can be wiggling in like 10-15% diapason, which is like unacceptable for me. My stop loss is like 3%, my take is like 6%. That's how I operate. So maybe like when you're like, I don't know, 9, 8 figures, you know, in your wealth, and like you operate with these numbers, maybe then they can be useful because like she sees like these channels and how waves develops in the channel, and like with a very good probability she can predict like a turnaround of the wave. However, the diapason within which the price will reverse is so loose, like how like I wasn't able to understand for myself how do I find a specific entry point, how do I place my stop, and like, well, her exit strategy was good, so like she could, because once you like did a good entry, just like exit before the price will break the channel again. But anyhow, it was like too loose for me. I had no use for it. Okay, here again, price contradicts like a month contradicts year, so that should be seen more as a um, yeah, upward movement. And by the time I got like more into details with her strategy, I was already like, I've already learned this method, and it was just like changing my entire thing, and I didn't want to do it. I was like, okay, that's not something. If I find something one day that would be like from outer space, something that like by folds better than what I use right now, I might consider like studying it again. But everything I can see on the market is pretty much, how do I describe it? Like the same in terms of its efficiency, just different strategies. Um, the important thing is, though, I believe, is not combining them. I don't know what's going on in here. Like 2 bar spring and then even bigger volume at correction. Just nothing here makes sense. Looks like a huge accumulation campaign. Consolidation correction, which I can't say whether it's a accumulation or distribution. Just know what type of trader you are. Yeah, like swing trading. Yeah, but it made me a bit lazy with looking at the market every day, so I need to be more active. Um, you know what? Like when we are trading, we are not paid like for our activity. We are not paid by hour. We are paid by profit that we make, or losses that we don't take. So more active doesn't mean more profitable on the market. 167, but you have to keep going. That's true. 167, close 98. So 1 bar rule. Um, yeah, sorry. What did you looking in the morning? Knowing what? Yeah, what type of trader? Yeah, that's paramount. That's paramount. That's exactly like the system I used before. Like I studied before. I never came to really like using it in full. I was like just testing trying it. It was too shallow. It was literally like I explained. There was like a lot of knowledge about all the basics of the market, like Bollinger Bands, Elliott waves, other things, candles this, bars that, like general information. And then like the strategy was literally like buy the dip, like you saw the hammer after the correction, just buy it. Like, why? Just because it's my experience. I've been doing that for like 10 plus years. So I was like, all right. But like, I'm more scientific brain, I need to get nitty gritty. I need to understand what's going on. And it's just like, that's how I operate in everything, not only in the stock market. I don't need to be like a PhD in the discipline, but I need to understand the basics, or it doesn't make sense for me. Like, why does it work the way it works? Why shall market go like up after like springing? And in this system, I found all the answers that I needed in order to feel content and secure using the system. So yeah, that's a discipline. That's a discipline that you need to work out. That's probably the hardest thing for people who do not trade like full-time professionally. It's just like figuring out your discipline. um, but the good news is we are creatures of habits, so once you develop the habit, it just works for you. Routine. Yeah, back trading is good. Charting work, doing the grunt work. Yeah, I'm also recovering ever since I took this journey with my solo show for Hollywood Fringe, and then we had extended run in West Hollywood. I was slacking. I stopped back trading Bitcoin, which we do in our school. So now like I'm back to back trading. So my big 2025 resolution is what's the break? Is to come back to back trading Bitcoin futures. That's how you grow. You actually don't grow when you trade. Like when you're trading, you're like a boxer. You're on the ring. You don't learn nothing. You're just like you're on your instincts. You're fighting. You grow as a boxer when you train in the gym. In between your fights, like when you're trying new things, when you have time to like slowly revise on what you're doing and reflect, and have an advice from another professional, stuff like that. So back trading is the best advice probably I can do. Whichever system you use, whatever like principle you do your trades on, like back trading. I wouldn't even call it back trading. Just like you take one asset and you just like work and work and work with it. You apply your method, your like strategy to it, and you see the result, and like you do it thoroughly, year by year, month by month, day by day. You fill out your logbook. That's what makes you a professional trader. I even have like traders who like trade in the news. My friend, he's like, he operates like 8 figures, like so, like multi-millionaire. And he doesn't do technical analysis. He just like it's just amazing what he does. It's too crazy for me. I would just die. I would die of sleep deprivation if I was doing anything like he does. He just had like his like strategies in his head. It's not even news he's trading. He uses news as triggers, but he has like fundamental. He's like professor of economics. He's not teaching anymore. He's in business, but his degree, and he taught economics. So yeah, he has like an idea, like some, I don't know, big long range geopolitical idea, or like idea about domestic economy, and he looks for confirmations in the like news media narrative and kind of like stats and all of that, and then he just sticks to it and he trades with no stop losses, and it's just like crazy what he does. I think it's just like out of my range of emotional intelligence or capacity to deal with. I was like, I would just die. Hold on, does Tesla pay dividend at all? No, it does not. So sorry, Tesla, but you're going from my list. So yeah, 1 trillion market cap. Can you freaking imagine it? It's absolutely, yeah, they moved to Texas. Wait, what? I don't even know these people. Jeffrey Strobel, Martin. I never knew like Elon has a Reeve for the middle name. Mark Tarpening, and that's crazy. 1 trillion. Bye. I need you to pay me dividends. I'm sorry. That's my strategy. So yeah, people do all sorts of things. As long as it makes you like keeps you comfortable and you believe in what you do and you find your bliss in it. And also like comfort and excitement is very important, because like you're gonna be doing it like you're gonna be logging a lot of hours. And if you are not enjoying what you're doing, oh no. If you do it like just for money or just for whatever is your reason, probably it's not gonna work. And I found my bliss in charging. I like charging. It calms me down, ground settles. It's something that helps me find some like stability in this ever-changing world. Even though I understand it's an illusion and I'm reasonable about it, but still, it's just I chart, and that's what I do. Yeah, that was like a volume spring. And this thing looks good. Yeah, it's more like this situation. That will be alright when it comes to months. There was an exhaustion volume here. Yeah. Oh, okay, I charted it before I had yearly levels. That's why. Yeah, I was transitioning Shroom, then it went up, up, up. Oh, this looks good. Buy attack. Oh, alright. But Tesla 1 trillion, god damn it. Just crazy. It's just out of curiosity. Like, Gazprom is the biggest. Well, it's down right now, but doesn't matter. Let's compare. $3 trillion rubles. So divided by 100. So 30 times less. So the biggest Russian company is. It makes it what, like less two zeros, 3 trillion, 300 billion, 30 billion. Yeah, $30 billion. Yeah. Wait, what happened here? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's a break. And it's a 1-bar roll. Ooh. So we're back to 2.0. We're back to this break. That is being our sign of strength. Sign of strength. Ink. Okay. It's an interesting volume distribution. This is how it's gotta be. It's the beginning and then something. Oops, sorry. Something in the middle. Now no volume again. So if it corrects here, woo. Technology. Yeah, there's no transitioning shown, but it doesn't matter. That'll be alright, 2.5, but not my jam. And you see, I don't trade like short at all. Just don't know how on American markets. So I don't even bother myself with like opportunities that market provides for short trades. Again, American market is so abundant. It has so much to offer. And just focused on my long trades. 1 bar rule. So we're back to here. And this was, yeah, that's how it goes. Okay. Here. Damn. Damn what? Oh, good. It's in correction right now. That'll be good again to pick it up from here. Yeah, when it comes to this level, they're gonna be fine. It's in the break, right? Yeah, it's in the break, so. Break, 1 bar rule. It kind of hang out here a little bit. Enclosed. And then that was bullish. Yeah, so 1 bar rule. So we're back to 2.0. MasterCard, Visa MasterCard. Did they just like wait? The credit card's been forever on the American market. Why do they like trace down to 2006? Is it where they went public? And Visa went public in 2008. Damn, look at that. Yeah, and this is still, yeah. Yeah, this wave looks unhealthy in terms of the volume. No. So when it starts falling, there's like air, there's nothing up to here. I don't want to be the part of this movement. But technically, AT&T. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's in correction, so just like, yeah, it's choppy. Undirectional. Walmart. What happened to Walmart? Did they really like, no, their platform, they were trying to keep up with Amazon, their platform. But I would have heard. So what is the hype about? Just no reason. Look at this. It was like crazy. And then here again, it's just crazy. It's finally in correction, at least on monthly, at least for now. It's just crazy what it did. It needs to cool down. This thing needs to cool down. Toyota Motor, my pain and sorrow, took 2 hours and walked away. Let's leave it alone. Sberbank. It's funny, I'm in Sberbank. I bought the shares from my American broker when they were still listed on American exchange, on London, their ADRs. the day the war started, their price collapsed to now they're like what, $3? Yeah, they're like $3 right now, and they collapsed to like 2 cents or so. No, so like it shows like 12,000% I did on Sber, but they're frozen. They're right now like sanctioned, so they're like at some governmental account, sub account. So like the broker opened a special sub account for this matter, and my Sberbank shares are hanging out there. Oh, this is a brutal upthrust, especially since we don't really know where this wave goes. It's in a balance. It is in a balance. This is a brutal upthrust. Of all the Russian stocks, I wouldn't recommend to buy this one. Rosseti Ural. Yeah, maybe they're just going down. Another Russian guy. What I'm trying to, and it's actually I'm doing shit because it's a proven downward trend, and I cannot use perforated levels at the downtrend. So sorry, guys. I must have been drunk. Or my mom must have been smoking while carrying me. You remember that joke? Was it Jim Carrey's joke? From where? My mom must have been smoking while carrying me. That what he said after cursing or something. It's a bad joke, but I think it's funny. And I think when you joke about yourself, it's like you have to be politically correct these days, you know? All days you should have been politically correct, but gosh, what happened here? It's a break, but then on reaction bar it went all the way down there. Oh, it broke it anyways, so it closed below. And look at the volume. Oh my gosh, I was trying, like I was biting my it's still holding. Yeah, I was biting my nails. I didn't take it. Didn't I? Why didn't I take it here? Because yeah, because of something. I was volumed. 2-bar spring, needed a test. Oh, there was a bigger volume and test, and it reached this level, so there was no test. That's why I didn't take it. And then it shot up. This one I'm not so sure about. It's 0.5 though. But look at the months. Why did I? Ah, because of the level. Right. Well, yeah. No, but it looks positive though. Look at these volumes. Well, yeah. They're also concurrently. That's my word of the day. You guys remember? If anything I've learned from today is how to use concurrently. So concurrently, it's also the, you know, this level is a little bit too big. And it's all here and then here. No, it's not a good idea. It was a bad idea anyways. But what I'm trying to, yeah, now it gotta go here. Now it's gotta go there. Bye-bye. Simon Property. Sounds like Moms and Pops. 55 billion. Correction. Correction. Yeah, inside the range, so really it has to be this. Yeah, I don't know, I don't like it. The bro stack. I'm getting tired. It's 1-bar rule. Hence the laughter. Hence the, I was gonna say imbecilical laughter, but it's like, if I'm not politically correct to my own self, is it alright? Can I get in trouble for not being politically correct to my own self? That's where mindfulness turns to censorship. Can you imagine people being cancelled or like otherwise repressed for being politically incorrect to their own selves? We can land in this gloomy place someday. Easily. Not with the new administration, though. Those guys don't give a shit about political correctness, I think. And that's a bad laughter, man. 36, 65, 36. Yeah, so that's still the biggest. Okay, guys, I need a break. Take care. Trade responsibly. Jay, if you're still here, was nice hearing from you. Good luck in the new year.